There's one relationship skill most men were never taught growing up. Picture the scene. Boys and emotions. What's the thing you think of? Boys don't cry. There's even a movie named that. Don't cry, don't have certain, quote, negative emotions, but you could totally be aggressive. In fact, it's be aggressive, right? There's even cheerleaders telling athletes to be more aggressive, and now also female athletes. So that's the emotion that apparently is okay to be, but these other weaker emotions don't. You want to be strong. You want to, play sports and not show these, quote, weaker emotions. That's what we're taught as young boys, and then as we grow up into young men and then just men. It's called something called restrictive emotional socialization, as I try to say it, socialization. It's restrictive, right? We're confined to not just, I would argue, expressing certain emotions, but even acknowledging that we have these emotions. That's the key. That's the skill we're not taught. Not just to not express them, but to even acknowledge we have them. So the problem is that in relationships, in good, deep, romantic, intimate relationships, you want to be vulnerable, at least sometimes. So what I would say is, if you haven't been taught these things, and most of us have not been taught these things as boys, practice. And maybe practice, as I say, by watching movies or TV or whatever, just noticing how you feel things. Maybe you watch things that you don't normally feel. Maybe you watch, a chick flick or something and just see, where does it hit you? Allow it to. Watch more things that might make you cry. Maybe it's a sport movie or something or whatever. Just something, and feel where that is and be okay expressing it, or at least acknowledging it first in yourself that you do have some of those feelings, and that it's okay to have those feelings, because then the relationship with that woman gets deeper and deeper as that level of trust increases. A little word of caution: don't maybe overshare too quickly. Just vomit all of your emotions on the first date. That's a little spooky for anybody. You wouldn't want her doing that. So don't do that as well. But just be in touch with them, acknowledge them. You don't have to express them all the time, but just know that you experience them, you feel them, they're there, and perhaps even developing an emotional vocabulary. If you're a reader, notice the words that men and women in the books you read use to describe emotions. Just be familiar with them, and just think, well, maybe I feel that when I experience this or that or whatever. An emotional vocabulary is a little bit like a painter's palette. The more words you have to describe something, the more you can talk about it, the more you can literally experience it, right? And I don't even know if this is true, but they say like in Eskimos, Inuit have 100 words for snow or whatever. Whether it's true or not, if you have 100 words for snow as opposed to, let's say, two, you can talk about snow in a more nuanced way. You just will understand snow in a different way, because we often think through language. And at least first, having the language is a way that you can tap into the feels, right? Language, feelings, they're connected or can be connected, and that's what you're learning. So just learn about these words, learn about your feelings, and practice these skills by noticing your feelings throughout the day.